Hey guys, and welcome back to Purely Walking. It's me, Ellie, again, and today we're going to talk about rent prices and how people live in the New York area versus what you can actually get here in the Dominican Republic for the same price. So this video idea actually occurred to me because I bumped into a video from a really famous YouTuber called Mundo Loco. Well, at least that's the channel name. And he was talking about how in New York, rent prices can be up to $3,000 for a little tiny apartment with no windows or not even like a washing machine for clothes. So I was like, what is going on in New York that rent prices are so dang crazy? So I wanted to just show you guys the rent prices and the apartments that he went to, reacting to his video. But also I'm going to try to look up listings for Santo Domingo so you can see what type of apartment you can get here in the city for the same exact price or for a similar price. Now I know a lot of you are going to comment, but Elibeth, how dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you compare New York City with Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic? Well, I understand that it's not a fair comparison because New York is basically the capital of the world, as they say, as opposed to Santo Domingo, which is a main city, but in a small, medium income country. So I'm not really comparing apples to apples here, but I'm trying to make a point that sometimes if you are, for example, Dominican, or if you live anywhere else in the world and you want to make a new life for yourself in those big cities, sometimes life is not what they paint it out to be. Sometimes you really have to struggle a lot and live in really conservative conditions in those big cities in order to just get by. You're gonna be surprised at these little tiny apartments and the high prices they're charging for people to rent there. And you're also going to be surprised at exactly what you can get in Santo Domingo. But before we react to the video, I would really be interested in you commenting below what rent prices are in your area, like what you are renting for and what city you live in, just so everybody can chip in a little bit of information on that regard. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My name is Ellie and I give you walking tours around my hometown of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, and around the world wherever I travel. So if you like those types of videos and content, just come along with me, subscribe to the channel, and help a girl out over here. Guys, excuse the hair. I just got out of the shower, just washed it. I'm letting it air dry, so you all know I do my own hair, so excuse la greña, excusen la greña, okay? Yo me voy a pasar la plancha, me voy a pasar mi blower. I'm gonna do the blower, I'm gonna do like the iron in a little bit, but for now I just wanna make this recording so y'all can get that information. So, let's go.
Desde el primer día que llegué me pasé un mes entero, de la mañana a la noche, como un trabajo, buscando apartamento. Y tengo que contárselo porque resulta que alquilar un apartamento en Nueva York es mucho, 100 veces más complicado en cuanto a documentos, papeleo, trámites y demás. Es 100 veces más complicado que conseguir la green card.
Did y'all hear that? Like, everybody I know, or almost everybody I know here in Dominican Republic would do anything to get that green card and be like a legal American resident. And what he just said was so interesting. He says that it's so complex to just rent an apartment in New York that it's even more difficult than actually trying to get a green card. So if you live in New York, if you're like a Dominican and lives in New York, or just an immigrant or somebody that knows immigrant processes to get like the legal green card, let me know down below if he's right. Is it harder to rent an apartment in New York? Is it harder than getting a green card? I would like to know your comments because I've never really rented an apartment in New York, so I wouldn't know, but let me know in the comments if you do.
Es más difícil que inmigrar a este país, sinceramente. Y ahora les explicaré con ejemplos el porqué. En el transcurso de un mes, vi un par de miles de listados, honestamente. Visité físicamente unos 100 pisos. Y estás a punto de descubrir qué tipo de piso puedes alquilar en Brooklyn por $3,000. Spoiler, es horrible. Tomé esta cifra no porque sea millonario, sino porque $3,000 es ahora prácticamente el mínimo para un piso de una habitación, en el que se puede vivir de alguna manera aquí en Brooklyn.
So he's looking at Brooklyn for now. That's one of the boroughs, I think, in New York. And he says that that's like the minimum that you can rent an apartment in Brooklyn, like a 1-bedroom. So is that true? Like, well, he's saying he actually went and tried to get some apartments, and that $3,000 was actually probably the minimum that he could get them. Now, I think this is bonkers. Like, I'm so looking forward to looking at these apartments and seeing what you can get for $3,000. But just for reference, guys, $3,000 here in the Dominican Republic is like, you can live really, really, really well if you just earn $3,000 a month. You can live really, really well. I'm not saying you're gonna have like a super millionaire lifestyle, but if you earn $3,000 a month here in the Dominican, you can pretty much do anything you want. You would live very, very comfortably, extremely comfortably.
Empecemos con una opción bastante cool, un loft grande en Bushwick, en un barrio de moda que solía ser una zona industrial, pero ahora aquí hay un edificio, una gran nave industrial que se ha convertido en apartamentos residenciales. Bueno, como los apartamentos son grandes espacios vacíos donde puedes hacer lo que quieras, veremos qué hace la gente allí. Se ve completamente diferente, grandes ventanales. Wow, 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 wow. Esto es fantástico. Mira qué techo. Qué vista.
So basically, this one is a loft, and he's saying that it has wonderful views and such, but I think everything looks so run down. I don't know if that's the New York charm for apartments, but like, I don't like the fact that like everything is together, like the bed and the kitchen and everything. I know that's what lofts are supposed to be, but like more than $3,000, it's crazy. 3,500. The price is 3,500 for this one. Oh my goodness.
Las brownstones son las viviendas más bonitas de Brooklyn. Son estas mansiones históricas.
Now he's gonna go to a brownstone building, which are like the nicest or the prettiest, as he says.
Construidas a finales del siglo XIX y principios del XX. Son una especie de desarrollo típico de la época porque son todos muy similares entre sí, pero al mismo tiempo son este tipo de casas donde cada una es única, una casa unifamiliar separada, la mayoría de 3 pisos más una planta baja. Muy, muy, muy bonito, con un montón de detalles históricos que se han conservado. Y bueno, con el cuidado adecuado se vuelven viviendas bonitas e increíblemente caras. Ahora mismo una casa de piedra rojiza en este barrio vale $2 millones.
So basically, he just talked about the brownstone buildings and the fact that they have historical significance and the fact that they were built in the late 19th century or early 20th century, and how one of those brownstone building homes, even though they're attached and everything, they can cost up to $2 million if you want to buy one. So, super expensive.
A menudo, las mansiones se dividen en muchos apartamentos pequeños de alquiler. Vamos a entrar en uno de estos apartamentos de un dormitorio. ¡Wow! Hay muy poco espacio. De hecho, no hay espacio para nada.
Look at this tiny
La
little
cocina y el
thing.
dormitorio son igual de pequeños. Es una especie de apartamento unipersonal. Así es.
I feel like he's in Japan or something.
Eso es. Los muebles son elegantes, pero no hay nada de espacio. Pero tuvimos un room tour divertido.
That one was crazy. Like you couldn't even walk around that place. 3,200? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Let's go and see the next one.
Ahora estoy en Manhattan. Aquí los precios de la vivienda son aún más altos y los pisos son aún más pequeños. Por los mismos $3,000 puedes alquilar aquí algún pequeño estudio con ventana en la pared del edificio vecino.
More than $3,000. Manhattan, super expensive. Let's see what he can find for that price.
Así que aquí, por supuesto, alquilan en su mayoría aquellos que trabajan, no quieren perder el tiempo en el transporte, el tráfico, o aquellos que tienen salarios de 3 dígitos. Por lo general, es la gente que trabaja en finanzas, porque Nueva York aún es la capital financiera del mundo, y todos los que quieren hacer carrera en este campo están dispuestos a sacrificarse mucho, incluso a vivir en estos apartamentos caja. Por supuesto, el precio es muy alto. Esto está lejos de ser la característica principal aquí con la vivienda. Hay muchas características y la más importante es que no hay lavadoras en estos pisos de $3,000. A menudo los pisos de $5,000 tampoco tienen lavadora, incluso los más caros. ¿Por qué ocurre esto? Porque Nueva York es una ciudad antigua y aquí un gran número de casas se construyeron a finales del siglo XIX o principios del XX. Las comunicaciones son muy antiguas, tuberías, toda la fontanería. No están diseñadas para lavadoras y todas nuestras cosas modernas, así que simplemente no pueden soportarlo y no tienen prisa por remodelarlas y hacerlas más modernas, por cambiar tuberías, porque todo es muy caro, sobre todo en estas casas tan antiguas.
You see, that's the thing with like Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo was basically the first city in America. Like it's one of the oldest cities in the New World. And we do have Zona Colonial, which is the place where the olden houses are, like the old houses. And even those houses have been remodeled for the most part to have main commodities like running water and like, you know, washing machines and things like that. So I know it's expensive to make those type of arrangements in those old houses, but come on, you're in New York City. Like, people should make an effort to do those things. Like, who wants to live in such a way that you don't even have somewhere to like wash your clothes, you know? So I don't know. I guess I don't agree with the fact that no one wants to remodel their home in order to make the accommodations for laundry. That's weird.
El siguiente piso está en una casa antigua como esta, pero completamente renovada. Todo el interior es nuevo. Aún no está completa la remodelación. Todo es bonito, es muy hermoso. Entras, pero este es el apartamento. Es muy pequeño. Es como un salón con comedor. Tiene unos 10 metros cuadrados.
Are you guys looking at this? Like, oh my goodness, this is so super freaking small. This is tiny. How can people live like this?
Vean, solo el refrigerador ocupa la mitad del salón. No grabé los apartamentos con un gran lente a propósito para que no te hagas la ilusión de que hay mucho espacio.
Wow. Let's go on to the other one. Let's go on to the next one. That one was horrible, tiny.
Y a un salón y un dormitorio, y pusieron una pared en el salón, así que había otro dormitorio. Hicieron 3 habitaciones y pueden alquilarla por más dinero. Allí hay un pequeño balcón en el que no te puedes sentar. Almacenamiento. Bueno, aquí hay espacio de sobra.
I asked you not to show I appreciate it. But in general, if you're going to show it, don't move. You don't have to rotate. Just set it up.
Se abre así, solamente 3 centímetros, es todo.
So basically you have a room, like a single room, and you don't even get to open your windows fully. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's go on to another one. This one is an actual school that they turned into apartments.
Fantástico. Mira, es un edificio de una vieja escuela. ¡Qué locura! Todo ha sido conservado por los nuevos propietarios. Los detalles, las inscripciones, entradas separadas para chicas y chicos, grandes ventanales. Sergio, miren las lámparas.
So that one's cute. It has a little lobby. So let's check out the inside of the actual apartment.
Una sala de paquetería. El pasillo. Pero tiene techos muy altos, 5 metros tal vez, y ventanas muy grandes. Así que hay una sensación de espacio. La cocina es hermosa, no estos feos armarios marrones americanos. Armarios muy grandes, altillos. Hay varios armarios de este tipo. Hay otro, está en el dormitorio. El dormitorio tampoco es muy grande, pero las ventanas sí lo son. Y los techos increíblemente altos. Y bien, lo más
That tiny little thing was $3,200. And he was saying it was big. Like, boy, you need to come over here to Santo Domingo to see what big is. I'm gonna, like, hold on, you guys. Wait till I get to where you can see the Santo Domingo listings for these prices. So much money. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I'm going to show you just one more because you get the drift, you know. Let's see.
Estos viejos edificios de apartamentos, algunos de ellos tienen más de 100 años, pero no son mansiones unifamiliares, son solo edificios de apartamentos. En una de estas casas estaba el siguiente apartamento, enorme pero muy viejo. ¡Qué locura!
Very old
dan al
building.
este. El espejo es muy grande. Un hermoso radiador antiguo. Las ventanas dan a Nostrand. Desde aquí se pueden ver las vías, pero no se puede oír el tren todavía, ciertamente. Aquí, desde esta habitación, podemos ver la entrada a... creo que es una oficina. Se ve espacioso para ser una oficina. Almacenamiento acá. Es un espacio enorme. Puedes caminar un montón. Hay una cocina pequeña. Todo es viejo, pero pintado. Huele a pintura. Se ve bastante gastado, pero al menos está pintado. Todo está tan viejo. Y entramos en otra habitación grande que tiene, bueno, un dormitorio, tal vez. Enfrente hay un comedor, una especie de comedor, pero por desgracia las ventanas dan al oeste, a la pared, y hay un edificio alto y no se ve el cielo.
So basically that one was very well maintained. It was a really old building, but it's $3,500. And it's not too big of a space, but it did have more space than others that I saw. So that one was interesting. What do you guys think about these? What do you guys think? I'm so curious. I want to do just one more. This one is actually a house. So let's check out the house.
Y la última opción es una casa entera por el precio de un piso, con un porche muy grande, garaje, 2 plantas y patio trasero. El barrio no es muy próspero, pero por este precio se puede ignorar. Desde el salón se accede al comedor. El comedor conecta con la cocina. La cocina tiene una ventana que da a la hermosa bahía para lavar los platos con placer. Desde el comedor se sale directamente al patio trasero. Es fantástico, increíble.
That one actually had green area in the backyard, so that's good. I didn't appreciate the fact that it was like in a bad neighborhood, but at least he has a whole house for $3,500. So not bad for the space.
Y en la primera planta hay 2 dormitorios muy amplios. Un dormitorio grande, cuarto de baño con lavadora y secadora, y un segundo dormitorio grande también, con este precioso hueco en la pared para colocar una cama. Es hermoso, pero es una casa muy vieja, todo es muy viejo. No se logra ver en el video, pero es súper viejo.
So what he's saying is that the house, even though it's spacious and has everything you could need, it's quite old. So those are the drawbacks here. You're getting an old house, and also it's in a bad neighborhood. So those are things to take into account as well. But it is the same price as what he's been looking for. All right, guys, I want you to comment down below what you thought about all those houses or those apartments for $3,000 in the New York area. Was this guy just not finding good deals, or is this what you can find normally? Is this usual for New York? Let me know down below, because I think it's quite awful that you have to spend so much money to not be able to have a spacious place to live, you know? I'm not sure if wages are so high in New York. I'm gonna look that up. What is the median wage in New York? The median salary is $64,000 or $5,300 monthly. If you're spending $3,000 on a $5,000 salary per month, that means you're spending basically more than half of your income. And that's not a good ratio if you want to be able to spend on other things like, you know, food, you know. So it's not a good deal. But let's go on to Santo Domingo. Check out what you can get in Santo Domingo. I'm just going to a random website to see listings of apartments in all of Santo Domingo, and I'm gonna get the $3,000 range. Oh, here's one, $2,800 per month. So this is a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom apartment in the middle of Naco, which is one of the most premium neighborhoods here in the city, and it has 3 parking spaces. Basically, it is a 273 meter square apartment in the 4th floor, and it has 24-hour security, air conditioning, walk-in closets, balcony, lobby, and here are the pictures of it. It looks quite spacious in every aspect. It's very modern, as you can see. Floors, walls, everything. And you can rent this for $2,800, so under $3,000. So this one is also a beautiful one. This one is located in Los Cacicascos, which is an extremely luxurious area here. And this is also a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom apartment with 3 parking spaces at your disposal. The space is 210 meters squared, and it is on the 5th floor, and it does have elevator. It has a lobby, it has walk-in closets, everything that you can need. Look at this beautiful picture. Can you compare this to the little tiny thing that we were looking at for $3,000? I can't even compare it. And look at the views. This looks so beautiful. Oh, wow. Check that out. Check it out. $2,500. So if you had $3,000 to spend, you could still have $500 left over. That one is beautiful. That one is so gorgeous. And let's do a third one. All right, so this one is $3,500 per month, and it sells with all the furnishings inside and everything. And this one only has two bedrooms. Oh, an interesting thing that I see about this one is that if you rent it without the furnishings, it's $2,500. But if you rent it with everything, all the furnishings, it would be $3,500. This one only has 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, and 2 parking spaces. It is quite big though. It is 194 meters squared, and it has a lot of amenities. So it appears that the building it's on has all the amenities that you can want, like a pool, social area, everything like that. But it's still quite beautiful, and it is in a luxury area here in Santo Domingo. So that is Naco, of course. So if you bring in your furnishings, oh, it looks like it has a gym as well. So that's really lovely, really lovely. I think this one was on the small side for my taste. If I was investing $2,500 on rent, I would actually expect more bedrooms, more bathrooms, and more space in general. So that one was not the best, but let's keep going. Let's do one more so you can see. All right, so check this one out. This one is so gorgeous. All right, so we're talking $2,500 per month in Renacimiento, which is a very good area right off of Casicascos, I believe. So it's a very good area, a residential area. The apartment is on a 7th floor, so it does have access to elevators. It has 3 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 3 parking spaces. It is a residential apartment. It was built in 2020, so quite modern. 24-hour security. It has shutters in every window. It has a studio. It has everything that you could really need. And the space, look at this space. It's luxurious, so beautiful. I think it's 2 floor for what I can see. So basically, guys, for what you can rent a tiny little apartment in New York City, here in Santo Domingo, you can basically rent a luxurious apartment, a huge apartment with a lot of bedrooms, 3 parking spaces in the middle of the best luxurious zones. So obviously, I think that has to do with wages and salary and the economy of these 2 places. But I just want to let you know that that's the type of difference that location can make in rent prices. Comment your thoughts down below. Do you prefer to live in a tiny apartment in New York for $3,000, or would you take those $3,000, fly over here to Santo Domingo and live in one of these luxurious apartments? I would love to know all your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Guys, this is me signing out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.